Alright guys, let's go ahead and start modeling with Blender, the most efficient way of handling the mesh thing. Okay, so let me show you some very cool tricks, and this is how I set up my Blender. Enable the cavity on, and get some more of the cavity. Ah, there you go. And what I'm actually going to do is change this and choose it selects everything, and I'm just gonna remove this and this. We're just gonna stick with it and the faces, and there you go. So I'm gonna add some kind of for Hardops modeling. I will just change this position. I'm gonna bring it up. Should be cool. Now go and first adding the solidify modifier to it. I'm gonna increase the thickness somewhat to the extent that I like it. This seems to be good, and I'm gonna turn into the wireframe mode to show you the mesh. As of now, it has only like limited edges and vertices. And now I'm gonna go into the face orientation. This will show you the face is actually facing towards the normals, and you're gonna have a effect on the light shading, right? So if you don't want it, and if you just need some shadows over there, you can actually flip the normals. What this will do, this will turn the normals upside down, and you should not be seeing any light shadows that will be affecting. Alright, so this is it, and I'm gonna just go add a subdivision surface modifier onto this and keep it simple. Make it 3 so that it's good. Add a new subdivision surface. Now I can see the geometry is maintained, the angle is maintained, the curvature is maintained, so it should be pretty good. And there we go. Go shade smooth. Let's go. Yep, here it is. And I'm just gonna turn the face orientation up so I can see pretty much what's happening over here. I'm gonna go into the edit mode and choose some faces. I'm gonna create some artifacts. First one, second one. Alright, let me do this. Subdivide it. Cool. Um, I'm gonna do some inset operations over here. What's this inset? Alright, that should be good enough. So I'm gonna extrude this. Cool, that's pretty much enough. Let me show you the mesh, how it looks after adding the modifiers. And I'm gonna turn this off. This is going to maintain. I'm gonna turn this optimal display off. You see, the complete mesh structure is maintained at the first layer of subdivision, and display on. Use this. This is the mesh, and I'm gonna use the optimal display of. This is the mesh that will be that your mesh will be actually looking like this after applying the modifiers. This will give you just a preview view. Alright, cool. I'm gonna add some bit of more stuff onto it, and I'm going to turn this wireframe mode off. Should be good over there. What I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to add a panel cut. So I'm gonna insert operation over here. This will break the normals because it is connected to the outset, and you would actually uncheck that. Cool. Somewhere around here should be okay. Hmm. Gonna take this off. I don't need them. Even this. Cool. I'm gonna do a mark shot on this so that Blender will not calculate any shading from this mesh to this mesh. Let me demonstrate it to you in a while. Add um, edge split modifier. You should see that in a while. And you could actually move this above your solidification so that the paneling is made, and this paneling is completely non-destructive. So should see that in a while. Oh god, there's a weird piece of breakage over here. Okay, that's because the edge angle is turned on. I'm gonna turn it off, and you should see a clean mark sharp over here. And this is how you create a non-destructive paneling. And if at all, if you wanted to change the uh, paneling um, geometry, you can actually do this by moving the vertices however you like. I'm gonna just show for few vertices if I want to create some variations on the fly, and it's completely non-destructive. You can do whenever you want it, right? So cool, there we go. That looks pretty good for me. I'm gonna lock and load. There we go. Here you see Hardops modeling. Also, you can increase the resolution for this to have a sharp edge on the corners, especially like that. It's kind of like a resource consuming approach, but I do prefer this because I don't want it to keep editing my mesh always. So there you go. You can see that this edge details are preserved. I'm going to turn that off and keep it really simple. Let's have a 3, should be fine, should be good. Cool. So is almost stuff, right? So let us add loop cut. Already there's a loop cut over here. Cool. So if I'm adding a loop cut over here like that, another one over here, that should be actually preserving your edge data more seamless. And what I can actually do is go in X-ray mode, literally go into the top orthographic view, change your loop cut stuff to something else. What I'm going to do here is I'm not going to bend the faces, instead I'm going to bend the edges. So I'm going to choose that really. Here we go with one set of edges. And here we go with another set of edges. Cool. right? So what am I going to do now? I can actually change the orientation. I can bring it down, or I can extrude it, I can rotate it, whatever you do. Stick some time. Awesome. Let's see if the mesh is preserving the details. I'm gonna go into the object mode. There you go. See, on the fly, it's gonna affect for every little thing that you actually model on the fly. This is the coolest way of using the modifiers to actually design your Hardops model. And finally, I'm just gonna go here and enable the wireframe mode. See, this is your actual mesh. I'm gonna check the face orientation. This is it. That looks pretty good for me. And overall, if you like this method, you can go ahead and use it. And that's it for today. Thank you.